Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on another Sandia Mountain Natural History Center quick trip. If you like these videos, please do us the favor of liking and subscribing. Really helps grow the channel and gets our message out to everybody around the world, and particularly here in New Mexico. Today's trip is centered on the largest known organism here in New Mexico. It is relatively elusive, can't be found everywhere, but I'm told that here in the Jemez Mountains, at this elevation, we should be lucky enough to maybe spot one. And this time of year in the fall, it leaves a lot of evidence, so I think we can find it. So today we're on the hunt for Populus tremulites. Let's go see if we can find one. Well, I think the evidence is clear. We are very close to finding Populus tremulites. I mean, as I ride along, I see all this evidence right on the trail. Up ahead, I just saw some of what is the telltale shaking, the quaking of this organism. I think we're getting close. We're going to want to be cautious as we proceed from here. When we do come up on this organism, we do not have to worry about being stealthy. It is not the type of organism that's going to run away from us. It's going to let us observe and look at it. We'll probably be able to get a real close look. We've got it. Populus tremulites. Did I fail to mention the common name? Quaking aspen? Hey, but don't hit that stop button or that back button just yet. The most widely dispersed tree in North America deserves a little bit of your attention. It's an incredible tree. Fire plays a critical role in the life of an aspen tree. In this burned out forest, we can see that some of the first trees that have come back are these aspen saplings. This whole hillside that we're looking across at has been burned in a fire, but those patches of yellow are the aspens coming back. And what happens is those aspens will grow up, they will shade the ground, allow grasses and more conifers to grow, and then those conifers will grow, and just like we see right down here, the conifers will slowly but surely start to shade out the aspens. The aspens will die off until another fire comes, kills the conifers, and then the aspens will come back. So fire is an important, critical part of an aspen's life. The coolest thing about these aspens that we see regenerating over this fire-burned hill behind us is that they are clones. And what that means is that one tree clones another. So that is actually what makes them the largest organism, not only in New Mexico, but perhaps the world, because these patches that we see can cover acres upon acres, and they are just one tree. It also kind of depends on the way you look at it, I guess, makes them the oldest. There are patches of aspen trees that are over 80,000 years old. Now, each individual stem only lasts about 200 years. But before that stem dies, it clones itself, and that tree continues to spread. And scientists have been able to find ones, like I said, over 80,000 years old. It's incredible. The incredible, not edible aspen tree. Actually, it might be edible. I don't know. We'll have to check on that.
Actually, as it turns out, the aspen tree is edible. The inner bark and cambium layer can be dried and ground into a flour and used in breads. but that's not what I had for lunch that day.
There is a kind of a sad part to aspens though too. There are many places in the Mountain West where aspens are in decline. It's actually a name for it called SAD, sudden aspen decline. Some of it can be attributed to the lack of fire, to overgrazing by cattle and other ungulates. But one of the main factors we believe is drought and climate change is causing some of the decline in these aspen groves. I'm not sure there are many things more beautiful in nature than aspens in the fall against a blue New Mexico sky. Just incredible. Fall in New Mexico is really one of the greatest things ever. And aspen is one of the things that makes it so special. I know we're supposed to be talking about aspens on this video, but this little section in here is so dark and damp and wet with fir trees. Feels like we're on the north shore of British Columbia or northwestern Washington or something. It's really cool. And technical riding. Another amazing thing about aspens is that they grow all year round. I know, you're all thinking, no they don't, we can see all the leaves on the ground. You need leaves for photosynthesis. But not with fear in aspen. Aspens have a photosynthetic layer right in their bark, and that bark keeps producing sugar all year round. And that's especially beneficial to a lot of animals, deer and squirrels, a lot of creatures that are going to want to eat. Ooh, just rode right through a tree. They're going to want to eat that bark for nutrition all through the winter. Well, we're almost out of the aspens and back into some ponderosa and pinyon and juniper trees. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've learned something. I hope you have kind of thought about, wow, I never knew so much about one tree. That's one of the things that I find about natural history to be so fascinating. There's the general things that everybody knows, but then when you start digging deeper into some of these things, you'd be amazed at everything that you can learn. In one of our upcoming videos, we're going to take a look at one single tree, and try and find all the different things that that one tree can tell us. We're going to look at bark, the inside of the tree, and I'm hoping we're even going to climb the tree and get a view from the top of the tree. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate everybody's views. This channel is slowly growing. It started as a little something to do during the pandemic, and it's kind of turned into an important part of our programming. So I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.